Come on, Rebel. Good luck. And we are ready to go. Floyd Porter, the referee. 9 years experience in the ring. Hurshidbek, Normatov, Uriel, Hernandez. 8 rounds in the middleweight. Normatov wearing the white trunks with the red and the green trim, representing the native colors of his home in Uzbekistan. And Hernandez wearing the blue trunks with the red and the white trim.
Well, and understandably in 2020, when you see an undefeated Uzbek prospect, your ears immediately perk up because it's become a pipeline of top prospects and guys who, right now, after completing their amateur careers, a lot of them are in title contention already. And Normatov is looking to get in the same place as guys like Shakram Giasov and MJ Murjan Akhmadaliev.
He's been a pro just over 3.5 years. You mentioned the amateur career, 190 wins, 40 losses. And tonight is Normatov's first pro fight outside the U.S. The climb for him, slow and steady, but continued success.
Well, it's understandable to want to compare him to someone like Akhmadaliev, who in 2 days could potentially become the fastest unified world champion in the history of boxing. But every fighter's different, and Normatov, I think, and he will admit this, and I think his trainer, Andre Rozier, will too, still getting used to that professional style in a way that Giasov and Akhmadaliev have kind of taken to it pretty quickly.
And he's a guy that we saw, in Foxwoods in August, a guy that's going to come in, throw his combo, land some shots, score those points, and then back out of it. The jab, when used effectively, makes him a completely different fighter on a whole other level.
Talking to Andre Rozier before the fight, he told us, Normatov has more power than he knows. We want to see him sit down on these shots a little bit more because he can start hurting guys, and he just needs to kind of focus on that a little bit more.
It's so hard to find this stuff.
Yeah, because you can see the power in his punches already, but clearly he's floating around like a butterfly. He moves beautifully on his legs, and he kind of has to pick which one he wants to trust.
Hernandez coming up empty with a wide right, 13-5 record for him, 7 knockouts, and this is his first fight in 21 months. He goes back into the ropes. He's not boxed in a pro match since April 7th of 2018 when he knocked out Israel Ribas. He was no longer active. He was 0-5 at the time.
He hasn't been boxing, but he has competed at the World Police and Fire Games in CrossFit. So it's not like he's been out of the gym. He's just been in a different gym.
Final 10 seconds of the opening round coming up. And coming up in our co-featured bout, Steve Rolls making his return to the ring. Get Canovio caught up with him earlier.
Steve, first fight since the biggest test of your career. How does it feel? What did you learn during that experience?
I learned a tremendous amount through that experience.
So he's one of the main
That's the highest level. It doesn't get any higher than that. I feel that was the only thing that I needed in my career. As far as skill-wise, I feel that my skills are still on par with being able to compete with the best in the world. But it was an experience, man, and yeah, it was a tremendous experience. Still a bitter pill to swallow, it was my first loss, but I'm thankful that I'm able to fight another day and gain that much experience. That's like the equivalent to, 20
so basically the list must be going up.
You're taking this fight at 168 pounds. You're campaigned at 160 for the majority of your
Okay,
career.
so
Is this a way
after
you
that,
see yourself settling in that?
I feel comfortable at this weight.
Hernandez,
Then again, I can make 160, so I have options. I can fluctuate. I can go to 160, 168, whatever opportunity presents itself. I'll be ready, but I definitely feel good at 168.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
Steve Rolls coming out later tonight against Gilberto Pereira dos Santos. Here we begin round number 2 with Hurshidbek, Normatov, Uriel, Hernandez. Normatov in the white trunks, Hernandez sporting the blue trunks. Steve Rolls coming back from his fight against Triple G. That was a Triple G-esque left hand from Normatov that smacked Hernandez back, and now he's wanting more.
They definitely got Hernandez's attention with that one. You wonder if that's going to kind of embolden Normatov to take a few more chances here.
Hernandez polishing the midsection of Normatov with that overhand right.
So Hernandez, he's got to keep his hands up and he's got to throw punches straight down the middle because he was looping those punches, which is what made him pull back. Because he got caught. He got caught because he was opening up too wide. And Normatov was able to see that and counter on that.
On Powell, that cop, she tossed it back up.
No, that girl was playing all right hands.
This is where we should be seeing feints from Hernandez, feints and feint, punch, feint. You know, he's got to mix it up. He can't just come forward with his hands down and throw wide looping punches.
And it's tough to get a guy like Normatov with his level of experience, but also his size.
Yeah.
Just trying to get him to open up is quite a task.
Normatov, a tall, rangy southpaw. He is a righty, but he fights southpaw.
Looks natural on him.
Comes in with a nice combo and a solid counter right from Hernandez.
Hernandez back home in Mexico is actually a full-time police officer, and he talked about the difficulties of just having to balance his life and his time. Not only just, you know, balancing being able to work and then go to the gym, but giving himself just some time to rest. Because if you work and go to the gym non-stop, you're going to burn yourself out.
From San Luis Potosi, Mexico, Phoenix City in central Mexico, about halfway between Mexico City and the U.S. border.
A good right body shot by Hernandez. You heard that from ringside.
Normatov trying to employ stiff jabs to the body. And he came up empty with that overhand right in Hernandez, and action continuing here, the final 10 seconds.
They're sweating so hard.
So he looks.
See Normatov already off his stool as we get going here in the third round.
What credit card do I use?
Well, even my rudimentary Spanish, I can understand that Hernandez's corner wants him to throw the overhand right, which isn't a bad idea when you're facing a guy that tall and left-handed. That's probably one of the shots he should be aiming for. And you see, he's going for it right away.
Rounds don't mean nothing.
Taking wide swings in round 2 with that overhand right.
They got 8 rounds.
Yeah, but he can get knocked out and fuck.
Oh.
Right?
Normatov
Rounds don't mean nothing.
flipping Hernandez with the left hand to the body.
I am a first-time quarter.
You know, one thing you want to see from Normatov is you want to see him start to put these sequences together. He's very, very good at kind of landing a two-punch combination and then resetting and stepping out. It keeps him out of danger, but it also doesn't give him the opportunity to finish guys. You want him to come back behind that shot with another one, go after it.
And he smacks him with the overhand left. That may have rocked him, and he forces Hernandez to eat a flush lead left hand.
They went all up in the same people when he lobbed and stuff.
You know, you point that out, Corey, because it's right. You know, he's throwing 1 to 2 punch combinations. You know, very rarely going to exceed 3 or more punches by him. And that's what his corner was saying. They want to get him to sit down more in his punches, throw more combinations. He moves beautifully, but now he can break that pattern and that habit and capitalize on his arsenal and get more to these fights, because that's what's going to give him more knockouts. He's got 9 fights, but only 3 knockouts, but he definitely has the ability and the power to gain more knockouts if he learns how to sit down and throw more punches.
punch combo from Normatov. Hernandez having an awfully difficult time trying to establish any type of inside ground game, and right there he's met with a belting left hand as he tried to come in.
Well, that's the thing. You get the sense that Normatov doesn't really
Were you
need
watching that fight online?
to bait his opponent in here. He doesn't need to be baiting
I see
Hernandez
it,
so he can
yeah.
counter him. He can just go after him. Hernandez, I think, already is out of ideas offensively.
Yeah, he's a little bit frustrated because, you know, he can't catch him. You know,
Yeah,
he's
we
moving
got it
so
on
quick, he's
TV.
moving so
Watch
swift.
it.
He's a frustrating opponent.
Oh dear.
What is that?
He's at work. Said he would have come down, but he's at work till like 2:30.
We've seen strong defense from Normatov. You think what I have my eyes peeled out for is, like you mentioned, Corey, those combinations that extend past 2 punches.
Oh.
But you got to give Normatov credit because
All right.
he's already seemingly broken Hernandez mentally, if not physically, at this point.
Quantity left
Yeah,
cross at the close of the round by Normatov here in Toronto.
I better get my chart there for a judge.
Take a look at some of the action from round 3. Good left hands landed here from Normatov. There's that body work.
You done with that?
Gets out of harm's way. Hernandez just hasn't been able to touch Normatov. Maybe one right hand to the body, I think we saw in the first or second round, but Normatov, to this point, has been swimming without getting wet, so to speak.
Stone round 4. Scheduled for 8 rounds here, middleweight division. Hurshidbek Normatov in the white trunks. Uriel Hernandez in the blue trunks. He's going for his 2nd straight win. His first fight in nearly 2 years. Normatov, meanwhile, looking to improve upon his perfect pro record. 9-0 entering tonight.
This is a hard gap to overcome when, as you mentioned, you've been out of the ring for that long, and you're in there with a guy like Normatov who's as experienced as he is overall, and then plus, you know, he's sparring with guys like Sergey Derevyanchenko, with top middleweights, top 154 pounders, day in and day out in the gym.
Hernandez getting frustrated that he's not even leading with a jab. He's just jumping in with that overhand right, and then he's staying there.
And cracked him with a short-range left hand, did Hernandez. And Normatov answering back loudly.
There's a good right hook from Normatov that landed in that sequence as well. You got the nod of approval from Hernandez.
Smacks him with a left hand to the body, does Normatov. A belting left cross. But again, 1-punch, 2-punch combos here from Normatov.
I think Normatov had Hernandez hurt at least 2 times already. And if he would have just followed up on his combinations, I think he could have finished him.
When you kind of ask yourself, you know, how close are we from seeing Normatov taking on riskier opponents? I think that may be your answer right there.
Well, I think he's more than capable of it. I think it's his own belief in his abilities. And Andre Rozier was saying the same thing. Like, he doesn't realize how much power he has.
Right.
I mean, he doesn't realize how good he has, that he is. Because I don't think he has a whole lot to worry about from Hernandez. But I think maybe when you're so used to being an elite amateur, you're facing great guys in the amateurs, you do have to worry about what they're coming back with. Tonight, he doesn't have to worry about that. I think that he could walk through Hernandez if he started putting some more combinations together.
With that being said, yeah, you want him to trust his ability, give it a chance, and let his hands go a little bit more.
Final 10 seconds here in round 4. fourth music hall.
Good right hook.
That dropped him.
Wow, that looked like a knockdown to me.
Floyd Porter waving it off. And that was at to sound the bell in the round. Interesting call. He may have escaped some trouble there, Hernandez.
It's possible that their feet came together. Yeah, they did. The punch landed at the same time. Credit to Floyd Porter. I think that call could have gone either way. The feet did get tangled, but a clean shot did land at the same time.
And when you look at the replay, you see where Porter was positioned. He was right there
Fine.
to get a clean look.
Yep.
Round 5 underway in Toronto. Hurshidbek Normatov going for his 10th pro win, trying to improve to 10-0. Uriel Hernandez trying to find a way inside against the 6'2 southpaw.
I think that left hand a second to go to the body probably hurt Hernandez, and he's in retreat right now.
He has about 2.5 minutes to try and fight off Normatov.
One thing that Hernandez keeps doing, that's one of the reasons why he keeps getting caught, he keeps stepping forward with his right foot. He did it already 4 or 5 times in this round. And he's vulnerable. Because now he's standing in the southpaw position, and clearly he's not a southpaw fighter.
And I don't know if you know it, he does the opposite when he steps back. Sometimes he turns all the way to the right. It is almost turning his back to Normatov and leaving himself exposed.
And those are some things he needs to work on and tighten up.
A shot to the body there from Normatov.
His corner telling him not to reach, not to get a little too anxious.
Now, for a few seconds right there, I feel like that's what Hernandez has to do. He's got to get really uncomfortable, knuckly, and just bum rush Normatov. He's got to come forward aggressive. He's staying too much at his range right now, which is why Normatov is kind of relaxed, picking shots, doing what he wants. 1 shot, 2 shots here, spin him off, do it again. He's got to make it an ugly fight. Hernandez has to make it ugly and go forward. He's going to have more of the opportunity and chance if he does that.
Well, and frankly, that's probably his only chance to win this fight at this point. He's definitely 4 rounds down. He's going to have to start making this. He's going to have to sell out, as you mentioned, and just go after Normatov at this point.
Normatov won his first 8-rounder in late August against Walter Wright Jr. back at Foxwoods. Never really looked uncomfortable in that fight. And he is continuing that trend here in Toronto.
The one thing Hernandez is doing is he's stepping to the left, and that's great. That's a beautiful thing when you're fighting a southpaw. Step to the left, throw the right hand right down the middle, throw it right over the top, throw your left body shots at him, slip to the left, step to the left. But he's not stepping to the left, he's stepping forward with his right foot, and he's constantly doing it.
Well, may have been a little bit too low on Normatov. An embrace with 10 seconds left to go in the 5th.
There's that cool demeanor of Normatov. He gets hit low, not really bothered by it, still taps the glove of his opponent.
Normatov does a great job staying even-keeled in matches. Not much has rattled him, at least to what we have seen in his pro career so far.
Take a look at some of the action from the previous round. Good body shot there from Normatov. I think it's very clear that Hernandez was hurt. Normatov tries to jump on him. Wasn't able to get him out of there. Good to see some aggression from Normatov. when he saw he had his opponent hurt.
Every single break at the end, Normatov off his stool, ahead of the bell to signal the start of the round. He is ready to go. And here he is in round number 6 against Uriel Hernandez. Been a convincing first 5 rounds for Normatov. He tries to continue that climb up the prospect ladder. He's gone the distance in 4 of his last 5 fights, and that lone stoppage came in the 6th and final round of his win against Alexis Gane back in July of 2018.
Yeah, that was a pretty devastating stoppage as well. So we saw what Normatov is capable of power-wise.
You pretty fun, China? What?
We just got it in.
Two-punch combo. And he connects with the left. Hernandez may be in trouble. Taking some shots to the head, and that was a low blow. Time's going to be called by Floyd Porter. Second low blow.
Porter, one more, and we'll take a point.
This is where Hernandez should jump on him and try to take advantage of it, because he didn't take too much of a rest.
Yeah, not at all. He was right away telling referee Floyd Porter, I'm going to get going.
Maybe
that was a clear low blow. That was a clear low blow, too.
Perhaps that wakes Normatov up a little more. We may see some more aggression.
I think we're seeing it here. I think he might be a little fired up.
Good call, Justin.
See, again, Hernandez just almost turning his back to Normatov, and Normatov really not capitalizing on it.
Yeah, turning his back and dropping his hands, and he keeps getting caught.
There it is. There you go.
Tried to hammer the body, found it open with the left hand upstairs. And the aggression kicked up just a smidge for Hurshidbek Normatov here in the 6th.
Yeah, great left handle on the ropes there when Hernandez was trying to hold, turning to his right.
That was a shot to the body that stuck.
I would have liked to see something follow it, though. I mean, beautiful spin off through that right body shot, and then look at it.
That closes up shop in the 6th. Embrace for a moment on the way back to the corner. In between rounds, let's head over to Dan.
With Andre Rozier, plus the trainer of Normatov. He said he's having a little bit of issues with the style of his opponent, a little unorthodox. But when I pressed him, he said he wants him ultimately to step on the gas more and come out swinging here to end out this fight.
And you know, that was before he absorbed that second low blow. So I'm pretty sure the message is only intensified in these last few moments as we get ready to go for round number 8. I beg your pardon, round number 7. It'll be interesting to see what version of Normatov we see here with the last 2 rounds. The one that we kind of saw in the final minute of round 6, or the fighter that was in clear control, but a little reserved at the same time over the first 6 rounds and change. And I think we're seeing more of the guy that we saw at the end of round 6 as he drops Hernandez. Here are the first 30 seconds of round 7.
That's what we've been wanting. That sustained aggression from Normatov. Let's see if he'll jump on it.
Now at the count of 9, Hernandez gets up. And here we go. 2:15 to go in round 7. Can Normatov put it away? Cracked him with a right hand, close range, quality shot. Hurshidbek Normatov going for his 4th career knockout. 9-0 entering tonight. Fighting his 2nd straight 8-round match, and he has Hernandez here in the corner, and he hammers away on the body again. The same spot that Hernandez went down on about a minute ago.
See the redness on the body of Hernandez where he's been hammered with those body shots. When Normatov lands, it is flush and it is hard.
Smacked Hernandez right on the right ear with that right hand. Right on the left ear with the right hand. Hernandez credit here, he went down with a whole lot of time. I mean, there still is time on the clock here in round 7, but been able to absorb even more damage here from Normatov.
And even when he's hurt, he's still firing back. He's trying to come forward. Wonder, did Normatov let an opportunity to end this fight slip away?
I think possibly, because in the first like 3 to 4 rounds of this fight, Hernandez was definitely hurt, where he looked like he was wobbled and rocked a little bit.
Empty your plate first and then come back down again.
Take a look back at the action from round 7 and the first knockdown of the fight. Normatov just swarming Hernandez. There's that body shot. That's the one that puts him down. Good right hook downstairs.
No, I can't feel it there. A little sipping. I look way faster than that.
Floyd Porter bringing those two fighters together as we get ready to go for the 8th and final round. Hernandez dropped in round 7. Again, Normatov has gone the distance in 4 of his last 5 fights. Seems like a second low blow in the 6th round. All intents and purposes, poked the bear of Hurshidbek Normatov, and he has turned on the accelerator.
We're seeing a different attitude from Normatov here in the early goings of round 8.
Take a glass of water to that if you want.
Shut that door up there, bro.
Chopping left hand. Backs away Hernandez for a moment. Just more of the same though. 1-2 punch combinations at most.
You can like put on the charger?
Is Hernandez hook behind his right ear? I feel like I see Normatov. He's constantly eyeing that ear.
Well, you see,
For sure. There's blood
down his back.
Yeah, blood draped down the right side of Hernandez's back. And on the front too. Right across his torso.
That's because he keeps stepping forward with his right leg. And he's in that southpaw position, and that's how he's going to hit like that.
You can see it there.
Shut that door out there.
Well, pretty much flowing down.
Good night.
Looks like it's a cut kind of on the crown of his head. Toward the right side.
What's that? See?
Earlier in this round, the two complained of a clash of heads. It probably happened there.
Last week she had a day off.
Day off.
It's the day off from school.
Inside the final
Still
minute.
had a day off from school.
Nope. You can see it just above and behind the right ear of Hernandez. A big gash along his scalp.
Oh man, I
And
can't even check
Normatov
my
just throws him with a
phone,
left
man.
cross.
Shit. I hope bro come up after this. I ain't know.
Well, I'd imagine. If that's what it's saying.
Final 10 seconds of round 8. Hurshidbek, Normatov. Looking solid in convincing fashion yet again, going the distance in his second consecutive 8-round fight.
Yeah, babe.
And his first year in Canada. A successful journey.
Just put a little water and more juice.
And Hernandez's trainer on the other corner, his camp, aiding that cut, as you see Normatov get his gloves taken off by Andre Rozier. And
Not more the same in the 8th round. Some aggression from Normatov in the opening 20 seconds of this round, but after that clash of heads, you see right there, things started to slow down for both fighters. As you mentioned, Justin, with Normatov's set of skills, there's a lot of fighters out there in this weight class that he can comfortably outbox. We saw more of that here tonight in Toronto.
certainly a dangerous weapon brewing in Brooklyn. And it is that man, Hurshidbek Normatov. As the climb continues. Let's go inside the ring with Paul Booth.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fight goes the distance. Therefore, our three scoring judges ringside decide the bout. Ben Dunbar, Jeremy Hayes and Jasper Kujawski all have it at 80 points to 71 points, all a unanimous decision. Still undefeated as a professional boxer from Brooklyn, New York, Hurshidbek Normatov.
We're Brooklyn, we're